If you look at the statistics, it's obvious you should be a lot more fearful of your black children hanging out with other black kids. I mean, the black teens between the ages of 15 and 24 are the only group in America, in the U.S., that has homicide listed as their number one cause of death. And those homicides are not at the hands of white people. So when you're black and you're allowing your children to go off with white people, they're much safer than they are with their black friends by the statistics and by a very wide margin.
Was good. I knew this was gonna happen, and I'm gonna just say what I'm calling a spade with this. There are people out here who are white apologists because they got a sellout spirit, and what I mean is, do black parents tell their kids don't go to a party that or go around like go around certain places like nah, it's going down over there, you know, because you something can happen to you over there. Yes, yes, we do. But stop acting like let me go hang out with my friends of another ethnicity. Then it's like, how many other black people gonna be there? Because if you the only one, it's probably gonna go bad for you. See, this concept of oh, you're only not safe around black people because hey, I'm a nerdy little bitch who just doesn't want to call a spade and live in reality. It's like whatever, dog. Now, and I've seen videos of whites, Hispanics, after this young man passed, talking about, listen, we don't, that concept of we don't let our kids just go be out here like that because something can happen to them. That's a long standing thing. And the irony of this is, I was talking to my son about this Sunday. Sunday. This I didn't know this happened until yesterday. So it's Monday. No, I was talking to him about this Saturday. No, I take that back. Whatever the second is. Second was a Friday, so that was Friday. Anyway, here's the thing. What people like this don't say is when you have these black people die in these fake suspicious circumstances when they're around white people, nobody really gets charged. See, when he say if you're around black people, it's dangerous. Generally, somebody gets charged. Think about it. Him. People gonna play stupid. The lady that was with her quote unquote friends and she fell off a balcony. The kid, back to the football player who somehow mysteriously died, but the other two people were alive. There was a video recently of a young kid swimming, and they tried to drown him. There's another video. There's another thing that happened prior to that. You know what I mean? Where a kid did drown, and there's the video of the kid. They're what at a party in a barn, and they tried to throw him. I don't even know what that machinery is, but they tried to throw him in that, and he had to fight his way out of that. You get what I'm saying? Um, what is the can't think of the doggone name of that thing. Because it's a few boating incidents, it's a few swimming incidents. The cat that got it was one that got caught on. He caught on tape. He was out in the woods. I don't know why, but he was out in the woods, and they basically filmed. He filmed him fighting himself away from them when they was trying to lynch him. You know what I'm saying? The girl, ironically, the girl that was in South Africa that just you know mysteriously got killed, right? all the sundown town talk. Um, the young man, the truck driver that was a worker that just wound up hanging from a tree. You know what I'm saying? So all the way back to James Byrd in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So this concept of, oh well, you're safe. No, you're not safe. Like, stop playing this game where, you know, let me just play stupid and say, if you're around black people, you're unsafe. But if you're around white people, you're safe until you come up dead. Or and then, oopsie. And some of y'all play this. Um, I forgot what was the one with the mother or the father. The mother filmed, put the camera in the kid's head because the daycare teacher was beating on him. See, these incidents keep happening over and over and over again. What I'm talking about is all like national stories. Find me all these national stories of white kids decide to hang out with the black kids and then whoa, he wound up dead. Parents bring their autistic white child to a black daycare, and the parents filmed the kid getting beat by the daycare workers or the teacher. No, no. They hanging out at what is it? Black Bike Week, and then all of a sudden the white kid winds up dead. And here's how this how I know y'all full of it. You know how many white kids went to HBCUs and nothing happened to them? You know what I'm saying? Like like do y'all really? It really don't dawn on y'all. Baseball, volleyball, basketball. Sometimes just because it's cheaper to go there, and the parents weren't necessarily worried about their safety like that. They didn't, you might get in a fight, but it ain't generally a racial fight. It's because it's just somebody's an asshole. Generally, kid go to a party, he gonna come home. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get drunk with a bunch of black folks and then a couple go, oh, let's kill Billy. Yeah, no. See, y'all play these games where you need a a a buffer racist a buffest racist point of view to buffer this bullshit when you just say you can't say listen man because he got grays in his beard. I already know he old enough for his parents to tell him look you can't be going out like that. You can't be going over your friend's house and be the only black kid. You can't be hanging out with people and be the only black person. Bad shit could happen to you. And then, but he becomes an adult. Nothing ever happened to me, so it just doesn't exist anymore. Stupid bitch. Just stupid. Just because you wear glasses don't mean you smart. Just because everybody got a microphone doesn't mean they make sense. But part of this shit is the grift. Let me appease white people by grifting, and hopefully I can get some views and I can make some money and I could say some half-hearted, half-truth bullshit. Because look at the statistics. Okay. How many times as a black person in your lifetime have you seen a black person get murdered, assaulted by a non-black person, and it's a national story, and what? And these people get actually charged. You got to be Jeffrey Dahmer for that. You really got to be Jeffrey Dahmer to get that sentence. You know, I can walk in your house and shoot you. Oh, you can knock on my door and try to return. You lost something. I'll knock on your door. Hey, you lost your wallet. Oh, I was so scared. Oh God. You can have road rage and shoot at people in the car and just, oh no, my bad. So when people play this game like, oh man, you feel safe, good man. I hope you that black person that go, I want to be the only black person in the white neighborhood. but question is, this motherfucker have kids. You know, think about that. Because if he has kids, he ain't telling his kids this shit. And if he don't have kids, he's probably a snow bunny chaser. Not saying like if you date white women, it is what it is. Cool, whatever. But some of y'all cats play that game where I just want to be with anything not black. So I'm gonna just be a Confederate at heart right now because I hope she loves me back. And now you can't live in reality because you've been watching interracial porn for 10 years because you ain't got no game, so you hoping she takes the nerdy black guy. But and I'm saying all of this fits into the quote unquote, what do you call that, profile, you know, because you always gonna have somebody with a sellout spirit who I just gotta say, I gotta blame this shit on black people somehow. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Y'all tell me what you think. Catch you on the next one. Peace.